OKFM 101.7.
Lawyer Godwin Edith Tamakloe why MPA boss now why aid in so edema President Mahama once an aid always an aid now mira me watching
on one for Kwame Tikesi me the Easter in Chia edema and the Wabua for Anopay.
Yes, yeah, Joseph Papa Banahunam Bokodia
Abua the other Roma Yahuye Obinakai or say by the power of the blood we are surviving.
You are surviving.
Anopay Vitia Nada be ever we feed you no so. Minto to say
no way. No.
National organizer of the MPP co-position.
One day, Amfi.
That be on the MPP co-position.
Hey!
We catch no. So organizer, Obenya, but the MPP co-position.
Okay.
One thing I say. Odin Mimia Salam. We catch on, say, position it there. Omenya, but we are only the MPP Beko position with the worst record. You see, I'm a pay Wabed radio so to be. Meanwhile, Minoka say the Professor Michael Quay committee and the committee reports at the APA. As national officers, this is the time for sober reflection. We say, oh, this is the time for sober reflection. The teeming supporters of MPP. Oma komengina at the form. Yodo. You and your tactics, and your strategy. Let's say million. Omontinase. But me dear, said you every the pan say, oh my taking this path. For that say, I am so excited. At least with this it guarantees us another term. Media, I will encourage them to continue on that path. Well, come and say, Manu Dasrunaso. And with all humility, Prez Mahama, when you 120 days in office,
when you
120 days in office,
Debbie.
Abba. No more pray what better say, hey, gay. And to Wasi. The beer and to Wasi. Well, look, on penny our campaign platform. That's what I mean. I say Ghana for ball. So me ba me yensa bi. Nti oye dey even a 120-day social contract. You understand? You can say that 120 days no and soon ye. Meanwhile, bonus bo. Said you, bonus bo. Is it a fair assessment? You just left office after 8 years of disaster. What do you say from the economy? Bruh, you say even with the economy, why you call far? Just the economy. Sebiu and Crawford et now at to call a buying bonds. Almost sorry one morning. Na aban say minti ya sebi manu da simuna so ye mananum ankokrafo omo ayi omo akoma mu asom omeyi no mo ni yeso ya na omo akopeketi at the Ministry of Finance. But come sebi when you see me Yawuni na when be da say enkokuafo akoye demonstration our Ministry of Finance say are buying bonds away torn when will be that. These are the things I mean and be or adverting the mind too. You see, like I say, minimum MPP for they still don't appreciate what caused the defeat. Look, Professor Makoku at the report now betuja. If they say I'm looking at the details.
Oh, how much a committee are you?
Yeah, Professor Makoku committee, no. I'm not presenting on a report. I'm more. Why the MPP lost? Look, even in Ashanti region, bruh. On for on say chairman's abon so committee chairman want to mean a year. I'm not sending on a report. I'm more. Go and find out. Go and read the report and see why the MPP lost the election. The worst defeat. The worst. Now let me tell you, for or say chairman's abonsu or say Nanka yet to abandon in August, the vote difference would have been in excess of 2 million. For say chairman's abonsu. You've gone into an election, you've lost in this disastrous manner. But now is sober reflection. Now share ABCD, then I'm a the same old propaganda, no, Russia-Ukraine war, no, and we also know which now. Russia-Ukraine, and we are now, sub you, one man call for haircut, Ghana. And then you are telling them, say, the reason why you gave them haircuts is Russia-Ukraine war. And the people were seeing you. They said, no, it cannot be Russia-Ukraine. Abaya no you're responsible for anything. Either say COVID-19, Russia-Ukraine war, or something. They were never responsible for anything. Mimi ameno kasa sisia. John Mahama shebo. Say obu ade otwedian ponyankopon. Eye na dom no beye mampeni biwa. Sa Ilevia Manado Danko Kufadu any Baumia Ekofa Baye as chairman of economic management team. And now NDC for John Mahama April 2022 Udina so can say I shall abolish the e-levy law no. Only didn't seem so as a panel. And Momo Koye town hall meeting so okay. Satan no mama you say without e-levy bears as a bro. E-levy bears driba. E-levy baby be a will be a say. Ghana for see him pet. Almost that be titulating Nebuchadnezzar, the Akano, and one year by and to the glory of the Almighty God. John Mahama has abolished e-levy. Has Ghana gone to a halt? No. It means that it was doable. Look, that's what I mean as a mention. I mean, let us see a e-levy if you want. You know, before say, in fact, Mekai, Miaminia Gideon Boaco. Maybe it will be an Opel Michiano or a mini Quebec.
About when complain on me. Complain on me and say,
Miaminia Gideon. Or say, now, if you know, IMF conditionality na we issue. When Pabon say, Obeso, Minian Mom, Tano, Obeso, ye. The action uncle point to him. But American, the American, and say, you can't see a baby. You live if you want. When did your mark on the can say IMF in a way, penny, now we pay you, win, we. Yes, but so will give you boys and a bar, no crap from Mrs. Obey abolishing e-levy. And I say, my ayanda. You know, Cassis is here. Now go punch out here. John Mahama, e-levy, if you were silent, he has assented to the repeal law. To the glory of God. It was a beautiful ceremony. Has Ghana come to a halt? No. Now, we can win. Now, me bo. Now, me penny. Ato forcing. abaso. When you say Ghana, under the Revenue Administration Act, that Kwame, the total revenue over the year, you use 6% at the total. You find a tax refund account. What I say? So 6% no. When you not do any bound, you know money. That Kwame, when you know money, nobody to any GBG. $1.5 million every month.
Huh?
Nobody to SML. Nobody to videos payments. That Kwame. The tax refund account, no.
Tax refund account, okay.
6% of your revenue, or the total as tax refund, or you will turn a VAT and have this in excess, then you have to refund. It is just a says you cannot total. Sansikano, ina kemo foriata, Dr. Bahamia, Nanado Danko Kufado, and then nobody to all those schemes. Jomama Bay, no say, Parano, Charano, Atofos is a type. You better so. Sir, tax refund now you declare to a uncle of one. You're the very free SHS. When we say and the MPP for months and year accusation said John Mahama review means repeal cancellation. When we someone can say review because John Mahama has found an innovative way to sustain free SHS with over 3 billion Ghana cedis. Yanko Boro, Yanfa oil money, a tax refund and a tweaking. In the details had yellow. And now look as a leap, the same thing. And now look as a major social intervention. Yet the tax refund now and can't help private people on and only details to a social intervention. People are seeing, the ordinary Ghanaian is seeing. You told parents, so when you sue, now more to Obama John Mahama, or cancel free SHS. John Mahama was sworn into office on January the 7th. And now Minoka say we are in April. Has the free SHS been abolished? Bakwame, I'm putting it to
you. I see.
Has it been abolished?
Debbie.
And I see John Mahama share young people of this country, or some more, or see the 1 million coders program to the glory of God. And now John Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, the proud grandson of Chief Indira Jaba, and Noah, will launch the 1 million coders program. First at 90,000 applications. 90,000 applications. Young people of this country desirous to learn coding. Local China, AI, and a compulsory in their schools because we are now in the age of IT. What I say? And then this low hanging fruits. You can do it easy. And then you betting task. The investors in Yache. Sebi, anyone say, I am there, say Arsenal, we need against Real Madrid.
Maria was okay.
Yeah. But when you say this is the end, and you don't make happen. But that's another issue. But here can say Bakwame. Sebi. Investors, investors, boys are almost betting no. What 10% no? They are retaining it now. Investors are happy. You know what I say? Feed Ghana. Bakwame, and you know shocking. Say as a country. Every year, we are doing over $400 million worth of visa. $400 million. 2 days ago, so John reducing the import cover by even $100 million. Krana is a game changer. What it means that we have created $100 million worth of business in Ghana. The pressure on the city will come down. Look, a steady progress. President John Dramani Mahama is focused. No shortcut. No shortcut to heaven. He is following the process. So far, there is calmness in the country. No hand time. Nuna or carry the people of this country. It is a no Kamboku answer. Me in my politics. Nyama ni nuna misro, religion and ethnicity. Misro sadi pa. Because sebi. Because of intermarriages and others, no. If you are not careful and you speak against a tribe or an ethnic group, it will end up affecting you. Sebi, me I know say, my wife, Oya Santini. So my children have Ashanti, have a way. So I am very careful. What exactly has been the NDC? We have committed that we use all the way of the state to ensure that peace returns to Boku. That is the present focus. Nje now obeye mampini oko na yiri ho oko Boku na banso ho. Osi misremo me John Dramani Mahama liamoba misremo elibiem kwa nso ni na ebetimi aboa ama yede esunwie edi aba between Mampusis and Boku and the Kusasis. Well, anytime I go on my knees, it is my prayer, utmost prayer. Say, Ochedian Ponyankopon, Ede Asunjwe, Ede this part of the region. You know why? Well, through my political and legal activities, I'm moving into those communities. The poverty rates there are very high. With the peace at bar, it is easier for you to attract investment. It is easier for you to attract development. Sebi. If there is war, it is difficult to bring people along, to bring development. So it has always been our priority. Now, on Mampini Mahama Beye, Ghana Mampini on January 7th, what has he done? Maybe I can say, fomenting trouble there. Nothing. Sebi or day, the bull, and the Ubekabia Ediama, the overlord of the entire Mampusi kingdom, the Nayeri. That is the respect. In fact, he calls him his father. It is the same thing in Waye with Bokunaba. The security agencies. But you see, there are always flashpoints. There are people who benefit also from conflicts. But we are doing everything to keep the peace in those areas. If you come out and say ABC into John Mahama has failed, then you still don't understand why you lost the election. You still don't understand. Look, to the glory of God, John Mahama won overwhelmingly in Upper East. He did extremely well in Northeast, even though his opponent, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, comes from the same place. Look, as of 2020, of the 6 constituencies in Northeast, we had only 2. Marilugu, and I think either you or Bukurugu. Today, to the glory of God, we have split it, even though Bawumia comes from Northeast, we've split it. 3-3. Upper East Gradia, 15 I think, with the greatest respect to my brother and my learned friend Nanabi, I think he needs to sit down. As the national organizer of this, I know he said he wants to go for re-election. And so some of these antics are
decided.
We decided. But the opponent also can say, you Nanabi brought the worst defeat. You see, in political administration, 3 things play out. In political administration, 1, the administrator, IFM General Secretary, when they see you managing director of the company, right? Then you have the finance director because you need money to run the party. Then you have the last one, you friend organizer. In fact, in the words of Osagibo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, I say everything is organization. Everything is organization. Now, we are national organizer. Money was not a problem of the NPP in the 2024 election. They had money. Administration, general secretary. No problem. It kind of was a day. General Secretary Justin Kondia, or through BB to Facebook. That day I knew the MPP was out. Also, he had done his national campaign as the General Secretary. And what he's seen on the ground, ministers must go back to their constituency. That is for the organizer to ensure. He didn't. You do. Sisifia. Sisifia. Kimpalota and Jomamu, we are Bomame. Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Sisifiano. Misha, Mimia and I be no platforms, no Osapa. Misha, I'm a general secretary, Leonard. No platform, so no Osa, Sisifia, in a way, Sisifia, be beer Sisifia. Let me say, hey, Mimiano. The 2008 campaign of MPP, I see history repeating itself. Never be so mean that they make a canon. Me focus on the law now, me, and the verdict is out. And instead of my brother soberly reflecting on these issues, he said, no. I'm about you want to blame Prez Mahama. No, it cannot be. Look, Black woman, me can't see me at their share. Sebe, Nana Santihi, open so, Otufo, and Onyam. Pay. Sabe, I'm not Dabo in some way, I couldn't mean, okay. Jinemu, and Fede Dabon Aye. Calm. Abudus and Danis are holding hands and they are moving. Beautiful. Meaning, say, dear President John Dramani Mahama, once again, also Nana, we too an be in the past. And the results have been phenomenal, fantastic. So, an idiom. Once again, this particular matter, Ekoso Boko, Sebi, Nankopon de Denisa, Eto, Nipa Kumaso, Emma Ashingwe, Eden, Etimepa. But, open so Jinamwa, Sebio, when you yam, any day will piano. If you bring it to bear at the lasting peace at the Bebahono. Also, once again, Otufo, I'm committing this process once again into your hands. I plead you, help bring lasting peace to this part of the country. And I have absolute confidence in what the Asante Ababiu can do. Say, Ode Asunja, Asunja, Edipepa, Boko, any Yemiano Mampusi for, any Kusasi for, and them. But you know the unique thing, there's serious intermarriages among them. So you can have somebody whose father may be a Mampusi and the mother is a Kusasi. Very beautiful. In the Black Army, I have confidence. So with the support of the Almighty God, there will be lasting peace in that part of the country. So that Omani Yina Benya Nasunji, Black Army can't show every month how much the Republic is spending just to ensure peace in that part of the country. You'll be shocked. But President Mahama is committed. He is committed to bringing lasting peace to the good people of Mampusi and Kosasi. So, Seminia and Abi at the strategies point for re-election as the national organizer of the NPP. I think he needs a consultant. He needs a consultant. or Betnan or little Betnan say calmly. Watching your way. As we speak here, the majority of MPP members, the only thing now and say, a branch here. Yet no youth organizer. Some who end your relation, who plays and you have brought disaster upon us. So that's it. So I beg you.
Okay.
Let's take the man and be. Because I'm going to create committee reports no. My UBP me pay a copy. Me pay say newspaper be and serializing mommy. What I say?
Okay.
I didn't hear MPP to lose it so that we even in power can also learn from it.
Someone will Professor Butcher's report. One farm Mabonti. That is from the Mabonti.
Such as time, the MPP for the from Mabonti. So I'm just moving them to their principle.
Oh, okay.
The standard almost said here, and then they say we should have, published the details of the Professor Butcher report.
Okay.
Yeah, can say it's a strategy document. I also have a lawyer also to we are on publishing. And I'm saying Debbie, for good governance and others, we should put the report. In fact, look at now, almost creating some fake document. We almost say Butcher report. The two. We learn from the lessons. What I say, and the day I do something in President John Mahama, the last time a presidential candidate won an election with 56% of valid votes, possibly was in 1992 or 96. John Rawlings. What I say, and so far as we speak, me, Mate, Abua Papu, Onsubempa, and then can or more can say. Bamia or the MPP are called the worst political way, and yeah, is MPP for and confirm back. Martina, what I say, but in nine to Boissy, Ramati, and a very Mitchell.
Mr. Joseph, bye bye. Lawyer Guajunedi Tamakloe, or National Petroleum Authority, a penimpa, where aid Edma President John Dramani Mahama.
OKFM 101.7.